Alright guys, here at YCS Charlotte with Demetrius. My boy, we made good friends after he beat my buddy in round 6 and ruined my streak. But then he did very well. We both made day 2 and he ended up losing in the very last round. Ended up coming in 54th in Swiss. And he's going to give us his detail on Invoked Dragoons, what I call it.
I appreciate it. Hey, I'm D. I'm on Team Empire. I play Invoked Dogmatika Dragoon with a little bit of spice. Shout out to the team. Shout out to Top Games. A lot of people actually helped play test with me, and I got my ass beat quite a few times trying to get the things right. But shout out to Card Addicts, Top Games Buds, Work. Everybody else that threw with me and helped me out in tests. I'll get straight into the profile. I played 3 Meltdown, 3 Alistair, 2 Invo, and 1 Terraformer. So the Invoke engine is, pretty much like what everybody else plays, 7 starters. And then I played the Dogmatika engine, 2 starters.
I need the following teams for the 3v3 to report to the red banner. Team
I played 2 Fleur-de-Lis. The reason why I played 2 is because the second one always comes up. I bet when Dragoon first came out, when the Dogmatika engine first came out, everybody was on 2, and I always liked 2. To me, it's an extra resource. You can see it's an extra brick. I just use it for extra utility, and use it. If you get rid of 1, they don't think you have it anymore. So I don't want to pick it back up. But the second one always comes up for me because I always would use it to make Dragoon. And I played 1 Maximus. For the longest time, I did not play this card. And all my teammates were like, you should play Maximus, play Window, and I hated it. So for a while, I was just playing only. I took it out for like almost a year. I took it out. And then Punishment. I fluctuated back and forth with this card. At one point, I was playing 2 of it when I had my deck at 42. Then after after the last 4 months, I took it out. I do not like. It came up only once today. I do not like this card at all. If I could, I would take it out just because I don't like it. And Schism. This card.
Free card to side out.
Huh?
Free card to side out.
Free card to side out. This card. Me and this card had some funny. I don't like Shadow cards. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like if I didn't have to play this card, I wouldn't play it. But it literally says win. Window says win, and you win games.
Win the.
So the spice to my deck is I play Dragoon, and instead of playing Souls, I play the Trickstar package or the Trickstar engine. Anytime I
use
see
the same engine.
Yeah. Anytime I see this card or this card, that's just Dragoon. If I open up this or this and I have Alistair in hand, it's Window Dragoon. So literally my deck, like the way I made my deck play is I can eat, shit, scream, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I make Dragoon anyway. And I made Dragoon 15 times today.
15 times.
15 times. Literally every round I made Dragoon, sometimes more than once. Against you, I think I made it 3 times.
He made Dragoon all 3 games.
And then I played the one of Red Eyes Fusion. I opened this card like it was my fucking job. I resolved this card
too many times.
7 times today. It opened my hand, and I played the bricks. I drew this last. You don't want to see that shit. You don't want to see it. My hand traps, Ash, 3 Ash.
3 Ash.
I like Ash because it hits the most things. It's a 1-for-1, but it's a really good. It stops at the power card. I was on Droll instead of Lancia. I feel like I just personally like Droll, to be honest. Lancia is good, but I personally like Droll. Droll won me a lot of games today. Ogre is really good. I ogred a lot of people today. I didn't do it against Flunders, but everything else I saw this. And Valor. Valor comes up a lot. Valor hits. It hits so many things. And then the 3 Imperms. So I played 12. The Droll. These were originally strikes before. One of my teammates,
I like
Cameron.
strike. I like strike.
One of my teammates, Cameron, shout out to Cameron, told me that I needed to play strike. Told me to take out strike, but he told me I should play a 12th hand strap instead of playing 10, just because of the way it was. And I really do appreciate him giving me that. He wanted me to play nib, but it's in the side, so I'll play Droll. I play the 1 call by, the 2 droplet, and the 2 talents. I like a lot of 2-Os. I feel like if you play 2-Os, you at least see 1 and you won't see too many.
Mm-hmm.
I resolved this card so many times today, and it helped me win so many. I think I resolved this card 7 times, and when I resolved this card, it literally helped me gain advantage and go and push for the games that I saw it.
42 cards?
42 cards in the main. I'll do extra deck, then side deck, tokens. So play 1 Armorage, 1 Secure Gardener, 1 Verte. I played 2 Intus because I didn't want to take it out. I just was used to 2. Honestly, I think in the future I might take it out and put in a super poly target. I think I'll take out punishment for next format and put in super poly, and I'll just make this a starving venom. I played Window. I resolved this card like 5 or 6 times today. I resolved it against you, and me activating Schism actually helped me win that game because I schismed it away and I made construct and sent one of your evil twins.
Yep, that's your hurt.
This card gets you access to this card gets you access to Schism, so it just wins. That helps you. And then construct, I made this once against you, and that was the only time it ever came up. Honestly, I would take this card out.
You usually send it.
You usually send it if you send the punishment, you send the Schism to the graveyard, then you just get this and do it. But I think I wanted to cut this for another super poly target. That way I have full coverage, so I can either play Mud Dragon and Mud Dragon Starving Venom. Purgatrio won me a game. It actually won me my day one. It won me my last round. I purged him for game, and I said I had to put him on him having Valor or something else for my Alistair, but I summoned it. I don't know. He killed. He almost killed me. I was at 1500, and I left him at 5. And I summoned. I top deck Alistair, and I said, okay, cool. If I draw Purg, I just purg him for game, and that's one. Algo was good. This card, just if I play against DP, Alistair, banish it, make this. I made this so many times today. I don't know how many times. I think I made this probably like 10 times.
It's the best card.
This I never could. I can physically make it, but I only sent it once today off of the punishment. This guy sent this card. This card did so much damage today. Every time I activated Verte, they thought I was playing DP, and when they saw this card, the look on my opponent's face changed. I made this card.
It's not that easy. It's not that easy to kill.
No, yeah, and that's why I play it, because it's like people playing against cards against the old format. If you had to play against Crystal Wing, it's hard to out a Crystal Wing too, or a BLS Link. This card, I won so many games because of this card. I made this card 15 to 17 times today, this weekend. Against you, I made it 3 times, and you outed it twice. But I made this card so many times. This card won me. Shout out to Dragoon. I love this card.
Call it. It was Invoked Trickstar Deep Dragoon.
I love this card so much. A lot of my teammates were telling me to take this card out because of for DP, and I can honestly agree with it. I drew Red Eyes and Dark Magician so many times, but I drew Red Eyes Fusion literally like it was my job. And because I drew that card the way I did, it's just, oh my god. Like, I made this card, and
sometimes it's just enough.
It was enough. Like I said, I mean, if I make it early and they break it, they break it. But if they don't, Dragoon is just Dragoon. It literally says, ouch, ouch, punch for game. That's what it says. That's what you don't have to read the card. It says, ouch, ouch, punch for game. If I make it on my turn 3 and you have monsters, ouch, ouch, punch for game. Side deck. This probably was the only card I put in all day. It was 2 Lancia. Like I said, I like 2 of those because it gives you more diversity with your cards and you get to see them. I literally decided this card in the most. Everything else in the side deck, I didn't even use it. But this was the only card I sided in and out all 11 rounds. I did put this in, but I put it in and I took it out and said I'm not going to use it. I just went for this. But the theory is you just want to, if you do come across stuff like mine or something like that, or anything like that, skill drain or whatever it is, you come across certain things. If you already have it on for you, just pop it. I didn't put this in at all. Didn't put that in at all. But, I have a lot of back row hate. Flunder is my worst matchup, so I had a lot of Flunder, Eldritch back row hate. So I have, all the back row hate you can have. This for so-and-so going first, my deck going first, and a few other things. But like I said, I didn't side it in at all. This is just generically good, but I didn't put this card in at all. And then a reboot for back row decks. Like,
Didn't play any back row decks.
I didn't play. Well, I played Flunder, and I did not. I went first, and I didn't put in any of this stuff. Like, these I only made these 2 cards. I only put these 2 cards in today, and I did this against my second round. I played against PK, and this card did some damage. Against Dragon, I think this card did damage, but it's pretty nice. My matchups today were game 1, I played against Cyber's Eldritch. I won that 2-1. Game 2, I played against PK Brave. I won that 2-1. Round 3, I played against PK Pranks. I won that 2-0. Dragoon. And then I won round 4. I played against top 30. One of the guys from top 33. I played against not top 32. I played against Sword Soul. Sword Soul took it. I lost that 0-2. Round 5, I played against Joe Dietrich, and that was an interesting game. He taught me something about Pranks that I think I ever came up. So that was almost tough. He pro-sided me. Joe Dietrich's good. I won that 2-1. I got lucky with that at game 3. I played round 6 was you. And I looked, like I said, it's literally the same thing. I looked out with that schism play. I just knew when to activate it. But that schism won me that game. So that was the only time I resolved construct summoning it. That was what won me the game. Round 7, I played against Virtual World. That dude probably got pissed at me because he said I had opened up 3 hand traps game 1, hard open Red Eyes Fusion, and it just did work. Game 2, when I played against that dude, literally I just did the same thing. Like I hand trapped him twice, and I just Dragoon, and that just won. Round 8, I played against Flunder, and I got tweeted on. Oh my god, that was bad. I lost that 0-2. Round 9, I played against PK Pranks, and I won that 2-0. Round 10 today, my opponent got a game 1 loss because he was like 7, 8 minutes late, and I played against PK Dragon League, and I won that game, so I won that 2-0. And then round 11, I played against, I want to say Base. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but he took that 0-2. Like he just opened up too many stunners. But like, it was a pretty good event. It was my 5th, 6th, 7th YCS. This is probably the highest I've ever done, so I'm pretty appreciated. Shout out to you for letting me do a deck profile. Appreciate it. Shout out to everybody at home, and thanks.
Appreciate the deck profile, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.